Content, live. Check to see if it is in fact live. Nope, still not. Still sending data. Come on, YouTube. There we go. And backend recognizes it. Good stuff. Would I like to make money from this? Yes, I would. Annoyingly, the last stream for some reason had that turned off. It's so annoying you have to do that manually every time. And backend recognizes. Yeah, that totally failed to mute, despite my best efforts. Alright, so we have YouTube as well. Marvellous. And I do seem to be peaking a lot. I wonder... Start. You're facing the wrong way. Does that help? Yes, actually that does. I had the microphone pointing right at me rather than kind of talking over it. Alright, cool. So, hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this game of Project Zomboid. We're back on the petrol station play, where we have just started to build our wall. It is day 35. I'm assuming that every month there's 30 days as opposed to the 30, 31, or 28/29. I have just noticed that we are once again underweight, which is a little bit annoying. We'll need to do something about that. We have carpentry 2 going up to 3, cooking 3 going up to 4, electrical halfway, tailoring halfway, fitness 3 going to 4, but that's down because of the underweight thing. We've almost got nimble. We don't have anything in light-footed or sneaking, but I think that's because I didn't realize at the time that I wasn't actually sneaking. I was just in aim mode, which is why nimble has some points, but neither of the other two. Which is completely separate, or completely different from my off-stream game, where I've already got like level 2, maybe even level 3, light-footed and sneaking. Running is at 2, so we have been doing a bit of that. Strength is at 5, and we're a third of the way now to 6. 2 first aid, 1 fishing, 7 foraging, and then 1 trapping, which we still haven't actually done any of. One thing I did want to check is just the status of our food supplies. You know what else I could do with? I could do with some sound. There we are. Right, yes, we did get a bunch of booze as well, so we should be using that to pack on a few calories. But the main thing I wanted to check was, what are we actually eating nowadays? Yeah, mostly plant-based stuff. And then we do have the vegetable and green soup, which we have been putting lard and stuff into. So I think part of the problem here isn't just the quality of the food, it's also just quantity probably, and also probably just doing too much most days. You did not put that back where I had it. It should not be on the floor, it should be on the side. Okay, then the other thing which is to note is I have some friends in town at the moment, and I'm kind of keeping half an eye on Discord because we were going to meet up at some point today. They haven't told me when. So I may literally at some point have to go, right, I'm going to be playing for another 5 minutes, then I'm gone. So this could either be a short stream, it could be a normal length stream, there might be a stream this evening. I literally have no idea what's happening today. So gonna have to be flexible, but we should be on as normal tomorrow. So a little bit of certainty in the world is returned. Trapping, that was one thing I wanted to try to do, to see if I could get myself a meat source, because we do have a point in trapping, and I noticed in my single player game, my off-stream game I should probably call it. Right, we also have bodies to clean up. Oh my gosh, we have so many bodies to clean up. Yeah, that's what we've been doing. Oh, damn it, helicopter! Alright. It's got to be done, it's got to be done. And this is going to be killing our calories again, so no rest for the wicked. Right, and I have my body burning chair right there. So where have I been packing them? There, I think. We started doing this yesterday. And I've got all of my nails here from the building of the wall. We're already into high exertion. Because carrying bodies is no fun. Oh, right, we also have the odour problems. Yeah, from corpse fever. I think this is the body pile, actually.
Yeah.
I may have missed that. Maybe? Half of these are definitely going to be a mess. Is there actually a campfire under all of this? Yes, good. Busted already.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I did have the foresight to use my shotgun in a relatively small area. So I don't need to move them too far, although I do know that there is one body still near the petrol station, which is a bit further out. I think I'm going to give myself a break from the horrible, horrible scent of this place. And head up in that direction again for a minute, and probably also go and have a sit down. You forgot you brought the rebreather from the original base. Right. Do I have that on me right now? No. Have a quick rest. Water canteen should probably go in there. Screwdriver I'm carrying for some reason. I think I just undid a door or something like that. Alright, let's go and find that rebreather. This is actually kind of the problem of having two games running at the same time, is I'm not 100% sure where anything is right now. I know it's only been like a week since we last played this, but my memory is terrible. Right, so rebreather, it's going to be upstairs, it's going to be in one of the wardrobes, because that's where I usually put those things. Don't run on the stairs. Unless I left it here in the middle of the room or something. No, that's my red books, that's the clothing that needs to be dealt with. Wow, we have a lot of it. And then in here... Not there. Not there. I think I plan to go and get it. I'm not sure that we actually have it already. Because, yeah, I'm fairly sure it would be in here otherwise. Well, the smell doesn't seem to be absolutely overwhelming. It's just an awful odor, it's not like the higher levels. Oh no, awful is worse than bad smell, isn't it? I think that's just a drum in this music piece. I thought there was something banging on the door or something. It's not on the table here, is it? Yeah, I think he's still in the other base. Let's drive over there and take a quick look. In fact, I already did that, because that's when I picked up this car. Just going to double check I didn't leave it in one of the seats. No. Did I just forget it? I wouldn't put it past me. Oh well, if we see ourselves getting nauseous, then we'll just need to stop doing this for a little bit and do something else until the nauseousness goes away. But I think it was just these two corpses. Right, because these two showed up later, I think. Which is why we've killed them here, rather than over here, which was my usual killing zone. But yeah, definite good foresight. Doing most of the fighting here. Because it's made it a lot easier to find all the bodies and bring them together. Awful odour. We start from further out, and then we bring them back in. Overwhelming. Yeah, see, that's the bad version. That's the one that starts to get dangerous. Is it? But I do remember seeing it. I remember going, yeah, I was right. This is here. I think I put it somewhere so I could easily find it. That's it there. Ha! I knew it! What's this? I was always afraid that ResearchCraft uses the item up. It doesn't. It just means you look at it going, ha! I can find stuff out about this. There we go, I can now make gas mask filters, recharge filters, and an improvised gas mask. Good to know. Let's put you on. But I do think this makes you out of breath quicker. Which is going to be a fantastic combination for us. I knew my atrophied brain started a few spark plugs. Oh, it was a good suggestion. And then it was my own atrophied brain that was like, hang on, I probably just put this somewhere safe, like near the front door, so I can grab it when I need it. Does this last a certain amount of time? Yes, it uses filters. Whether we have any spare filters or not is another question. That I doubt we do. Just learn to make new ones, yeah, true. Don't know what they require though. Hopefully it's just like rags. A little uncomfortable. Yeah, that's because you're wearing a big mask on your face. Get over it. Getting thirsty already. I mean, with the high exertion, I'm not surprised. I'm still a little surprised you're allowed to carry bodies while you're exhausted. I'm not going to complain though, it doesn't actually slow you down. Next! My clothing seems to be good enough that I don't get wet very quickly either. Although that might also be my outdoorsiness. That's true. Whoops. Just do all these. And being exhausted also increases tiredness. And we got up pretty early, so I wouldn't be surprised if we start feeling drowsy at like 1 PM. There are some twigs right there we can use to make the fire, and as we discovered previously, you only need 8 minutes of fire to burn the corpses. Okay, these photos actually last a fair amount of time. Good. Good, good, good. Shoot. Made myself some tea, but I didn't get anywhere to put my tea bag, so I'll be right back. Alright. My parents gave me a nice little teapot-shaped Dutch tea thing that I use to put spent tea bags on before I throw them away. There we go. Could you put it by the chair for easy access when you need it? I could. But I think I'll probably leave it in the accessories wardrobe. The first place I checked, because I think that's going to be just the most obvious. Getting peckish. Now uncomfortable as opposed to a little uncomfortable. Does that build up over time? Yeah. Oh, and that increases unhappiness. Unhappiness has just not been a problem because we're actually quite a good cook. One of the massive benefits I found from being a forager is just the sheer amount of things you can add as seasoning to food. And basically each one increases happiness.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're not very calorific, so hunger is going to be a problem, which we need to solve. Because I really want to save for canned goods for the winter. It is above uncomfortable, though I might need to take a break from this. Still have these to go. I was like, oh, this is all the long distance bodies. Nope. Denied. Minor pain. Yeah, muscle strain. Thankfully, this character is actually quite strong, so muscle strain is no longer such a big problem as it used to be. That was actually one of the hidden bonuses for some of the different professions that you can start with. For example, lumberjack gains less muscle strain from cutting trees. I thought it was kind of cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? There's a whole bunch of twigs down here, so I'm just going to grab one set of them now. So I'm ready to light this fire. Use my elite scouting skills so I can do it in the rain. And Hat Fun Hattington has reached a 100 stream streak. Thank you very much for the ongoing viewership. I'm always so impressed by those. Especially in the midst of my I'm going to stream when I feel like it phase. I don't want to know how many calories we've been burning today. I know that nutritionist gives you more details on the calorie content of food you're eating, but does it actually like track how many you're expending? Like being able to find a Fitbit or something would be kind of useful. Although this is the 90s, so they didn't have those yet. I think this is based in 97? Which does kind of make me wonder, how long have they been developing this game now? I don't think it's going to be 29 years. Nah, I'm going to try and get this all done. I'll take the food and water break when it's finished. Saves me running back and forth between the base and here. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more corpses to go, plus this one. Still just uncomfortable. But the discomfort of the respirator is pretty significant. Also, we've used half of this filter. So we are going to need to find a replacement for the filters, or we'll find a way of making new ones. We'll see what that requires in a bit. Drowsy, 11:50, even earlier than I expected. Oh dear. This is the downside of exhaustion. But I'd rather just get this all done in one go, so then we don't need to worry about it anymore. Like, yes, we spend today doing it and then paying the price, but then after that, we have a number of days to recover and prepare for the next invasion. And I'm actually really glad that I added the extra helicopter events. Because one of the problems I'm having in my off-streams game is I've had the helicopter event and now I'm like, I'm in such a secure location that there is just no threat whatsoever. Like, I think the only danger I have in that game is short term. And that's because I'm underweight. I'm 73 kilos in that one, I think. But I live on a farm. I have cattle. I have a lot of cattle. I have turkeys. Like, eventually meat will become a thing. I've started making my own butter as well, which is a good source of extra calories. And it's basically whoops, free. Oh, that body was horribly misplaced. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's free. Like, as long as the cows can produce milk, they produce like 7 litres a day each. And you need 5 litres to make a stick of butter. And that lasts multiple meals. So at some point, it's probably going to be worth our while to try and get cows. Or a cow, so we can make butter. Because meat I think we're going to do through hunting. Alright, that's the last of them. Yep. Let's light her up. Burn, baby, burn. I think all the bodies down here are misaligned. Yeah. I think we only actually missed 2. Damn! That's way less than I was expecting. Cool. Stop the strobe light effect there. Oh shit, I'm still wearing a respirator. Don't need it anymore. Oh, discomfort's gone. We're tired, we're thirsty, and we're hungry. We're tired at 2 PM. 2 PM! Oh no, that's more than 2. Oh, it's 4. Yeah. Fast. Twigs. I don't know if twigs respawn. I guess there's one way to find out. High exertion again. Got him. Okay, good. Really need to learn to make cheese to up the calorie count and solve all of the problems. Yeah, and it's a big source of my own issues in real life. I like cheese too much. I cannot give cheese up. It's not allowed. Okay. Alright. Corpses have been dealt with. I think the walls are going to need to wait for a day or 2. I cannot have such high exertion days again, like so consecutively in a row. So let's cook something up. Right, I was also going to check to see respirator. not called that, it's called a filter. Make. Requires a hacksaw, pliers, ceramic mortar. Do I have a mortar and pestle? I think I might. A beer can? Oh, for the actual filter part. A sponge, coke, ragwood glue. I don't know about the sponge. And this requires the same stuff minus beer can. Huh. Alright, accessories. This side. Oh yeah, I've got loads of space in here. This is fine. Should probably get that stuff washed at some point too. Alright, we need to make food and drinks. And then probably just spend the rest of the day reading, because I don't think we're going to have real energy for anything else. Right, and there was one other thing I started to do, and that was go... Oh, set to unwanted. So I can see all of the cooking items that we have. In fact, the fleshing tool is a tool, so it should be in my toolkit. It should be over here. Then we can basically do the same here as well. So anything that does not have a condition. So if we do more looting runs. Actually, tie irons do have a condition. Tie pump does not. And these are all tool weapons. Oh no, not all of them. So now we know. Right, let's go and eat and drink something. That didn't even touch the sides. Oh dear. Interesting. But actually, put this outside to collect some more water. And then this one is full. It's tainted, but we're going to boil it as part of the cooking process anyway. Don't need to do it twice. And inside of it, we are going to create a soup because there's just more things we can do with it. We're going to use kale. Stale grape leaves. As long as the first ingredient is fresh, the rest can be stale. It has no impact. As long as it's not rotten. I think this has grape leaves. Yes. So this has kale, it has grape leaves. It does not, however, have dandelions. Chives. Rosemary. Jalapeno. Which usually gives a huge boost to unhappiness reduction. And because actually the unhappiness reduction of this is really high, I'm going to add more kale and grape leaves, just to make it have more of an impact, nutrition-wise. Because this is still really low. This is only a -14. Do I maybe want to make a second one as well? Probably. Because we do have another pot of water in here. Although this one is not full. Is that because I have automatic drink on? Yeah, don't do that. Wait, did that just enabled it? Son of a bitch. I would like this bucket of water to transfer to the pot. And then we're going to take that bucket of water outside to refill. Alright. This is going to be an extremely thin soup because we're out of kale as well. Yeah, we need to go foraging again. Now that I have level 7, we can get vegetables, so our food supply should become significantly better than this. He's pretty much going to hate this soup, but never mind, there's not much I can do about that. That'll do. Stop raining too. Nice. This fire is going to go for like 5 hours. Light it up. Twice. I'm reading my maintenance book. Goddamn maintenance! Yeah, it's raining again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just straight up drink the worst one of these two, which is you. The whole pot. All 1.5 litres. No, except it stopped raining, so it's actually less of a problem getting this. I need to turn that off. And then this one we're just going to stick on the side to say, hey, you have this to eat. Huh. It's rotten. A couple of things which are stale, but That's fine. In fact, the rotten stuff we can put in here, which is why I brought a bin in here. And we're also going to enjoy a fine beverage. Let's have the small carton of wine. Do say a portrait. As the smallest quantity you can have. Tipsy! And then I'm just going to basically spend the rest of the day reading until 10. And hopefully we don't fall asleep in our little chair. I wonder if being tired reduces your reading speed. It probably does. Maybe we'll go to bed at 9, because being this ridiculously tired is a little concerning. For this one. Gonna grab a drink. I really need to smash that wall. Oh, except where would I... Well, I mean, smashing this wall would mean I can access these from the rear, which I think would just be nice. Right, we are going to use... saucepan, because that can just be refilled. But thankfully, Kentucky seems quite rainy. At least in July and August for some reason. Alright, sleepy time. But wait! There's more! Gotta do my 30 minutes of burpees. The tiredest, least active burpees that you can probably imagine. I am surprised I did not fall asleep midway through that. Right, let's wear that. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't. Ah. Wear our back. Wear in front. Sleep. Yes. AM. You just slept for 10 hours. Impressive. It is not raining anymore. I am hungry and thirsty, so let's have half of the soup that we've made. And then I wanted to have a relatively calm day today. So what I'm thinking right now is foraging? We won't sprint anywhere, we'll just do some gentle walking. Question is, where? Oh yeah, there's a sledgehammer in there, which would actually allow me to smash the wall. So we could go over here. We've been down that way quite far. Yeah, let's go this way. And now that I'm a level 7 forager... Hang on, am I carrying any other stuff I really don't need to be carrying? Yes. Let's put that away first. I'm going to be lazy. I'm just going to stick them here on the floor for the moment. I'm also going to put the book there. Alright, let's go. Is my gun reloaded? Alright, we are searching specifically for veggies. Let's go. And we need to use the Y option. Because there's a lot of bushes to be picking our way around. Man, there really are a lot of bushes here. What kind of forest is this? Acidic. Let me go past something. There we go. Animal teeth. Wild plants are rare. Vegetables are extremely rare. Amazing. Now we do have the creek right here. That's actually way closer than I realised. Parsley. Take that. So, there's a couple of zombies on the other side, but that's fine. They can't reach me. Maggots. Lovely. Carrots. Definitely take those. That's exactly the type of thing I'm looking for. And because it is completely safe, oh yeah, I could do fishing too, that's true. Where we are now, I'm just going to go ahead and have a wash, because I don't think we've done that since the big fight. That's everything. I'm not currently searching. No. Mussels? Oh, that's probably from burpees. What do we got? What do we got? Unknown berries. Cauliflower. Okay. I dig it, I dig it. More cauliflower. And we are now in primary forest, which has still extremely rare vegetables. Hello. You seem to have a fine leather coat. Which actually being here by the water, I should probably just straight away just wash. Let's go. Now we know that there were the zombies to our south. Do I want to stick here or do I want to go further east? I think I want to go further east. Just try to bypass them entirely. Yes, I am actually going to take these flints. Well, actually, the flakes, less interesting. The flakes you can basically turn into knives. But I'm just searching the road, which is much less of interest to me. Let's go a little further south again. Garlic? Garlic and bread? Garlic? Caterpillar. Caterpillar. But you can see how, now that we have level 7 foraging, the quality of food that we're finding is just significantly higher. Leek. Like, yes, we're going to be having a very vegetarian diet. At least until we can get some trapping going. And actually, this area probably would be fairly good for trapping. Going down there. Where are we? Okay, so this is going to Knob Creek, so that's a little bit dangerous. So we probably do want to cross the road and go north. Maybe we'll go up to the road just so we can mark it off. Mushrooms. Man, I wish I could identify those. Huge source of food. What I'd quite like to see is as your foraging skill goes up, you have a chance of identifying unidentified stuff. Which then hits 100% at level 10 foraging. So at level 7, I would have 70% basically. Something like that. Sit down. Got his face eventually. That is just a regular jacket, so I'm less interested in that. Alright, did we successfully... Yeah. Alright, back to crouching, back to searching, back to Y. Big stick. What's that? Soybeans. Caterpillar. Broken stick. Now that we are actively able to cut down trees, I'm not that concerned about wood supplies anymore. Tobacco? Yes. I have the ability to turn cigarettes and tobacco into something. Is that into filters? No, something else. Stick. Mushrooms. And then the forest opens up a little bit. Caterpillar. Sugar beet. Alright. Oh, another fence. We have not been here before. These the warehouses. I know that there's a self-storage type place around here somewhere. Feeling that's what this might be. That is exactly what this is. Which is a relatively likely place to find a generator. However, it does tend to have a lot of zombies. Maybe a place to break out the guns. No, still haven't found a generator. But we haven't really been doing looting. We've been far more interested in fortifying our base, which definitely is not done yet, but we've exerted so much energy that I need to take a break and do something less exerting. I also needed to get better quality food, which is why I'm out scavenging at the moment. What's this? Still acidic primary. I must say, the primary forest seems to have a much higher chance of having decent food. The acidic, I think, is more wild plants. Which are good, because wild plants are what give you the seasonings. That's like the parsley and sage and stuff like that. What is it? What is it? Sky. And that's a fence. Who puts a fence out in the wilderness? Stick. Yeah, it's just a fence. Goes down there. Huh. Right, and that's the train depot. Yeah. Yeah. That's another bug. What do we have here? More cauliflower. Man, this does not take up a lot of space. You also don't get a huge amount of them whenever you find a stack. Again, that's probably because we're in the woods. If we're in fields, this would probably be a lot more productive. This looks like it might be opening up, so we'll see what this is. Is that a field? That might actually be a farmer's field. Still forest. This is a bit too regular to just be a forest, especially with the fence around it. Daikon. What's a daikon? Caterpillar. Unknown berries. More tobacco. And there's the road again. Still acidic forest. Caterpillar and... I spotted that from a long way away. Unknown mushrooms. We should probably have a drink. I'm getting rather thirsty. Big whole field. Bear Camp Road. So where is this bear camp? Caterpillar. Caterpillar or bug of some kind. I have a feeling a lot of the things we're going to be finding here are bugs. Stone. Ah, that's a flint nodule. Those ones I do want to pick up. Because that you can turn into flint tools. Dandelion? Oh, marigold. Is that edible? Yes, I think so. Alright, we're back into the woods. That's a field. That's 100% a field. Well, there's a field. There might be a farm. What is it? What is it? Ah, kale. Nice. Blacks. I wonder if you can make rope out of that. Or twine. Same as the dog root. Whatever it was called. Onion! That's a good find. Farmland. Problem is that, yeah, this counts as underbrush. So it becomes a bit of a maze. It's the old World Blue song again. Let's go one more in, so maybe there. It's just a slug. So now that I'm in the farmland, we have a rare chance to find vegetables. It's down from extremely rare. So far, though, bit of a bust. Huge blacksmithing tech discovered. Found a way to skip straight to advanced forge and furnace level 0 blacksmithing. Oh, nice. Haven't actually done much blacksmithing yet. With this character, I probably should. We're almost at the end of this field. Because it's such a pain to walk through, this isn't the best place. Another slug. Hey, carrots, finally. Then it looks like it's... I don't know, that's another field up there. I wonder if there's a farm down here. Maybe? Maybe I should head south rather than north. Don't want to know how much damage these are doing to my trousers. I suspect a lot. Those are unidentified berries. I can identify the unidentified ones quite easily. Slug. So we're now into managed forestry, where vegetables are extremely rare again. I think we go until 3 or so, then we'll need to head back. Mushrooms and skull. Mushrooms being unidentified. Why don't you pick up bugs for a source of protein? Ew. When I start trapping, I probably will need to, because I think I can use them to bait the traps. I need to work out exactly how that works. This will take. I'm fairly sure I can already make the basic trap, because I have at least level 1 carpentry. It's just going to be from stone, isn't it? Clay, bug, stick. Bug, paper. Tobacco? No. Sage. Alright, I have an hour before I need to go back. Unidentified mushrooms. We have, meanwhile, made it 2/3 of the way to the next tier of foraging again. I think level 7 is the highest that you need for a commodity type, though. Stick. Spinach! Makes us strong. Mushrooms. I do wonder if there's a bug with the amount of experience you get foraging, because this seems to be rising extremely quickly. Like, yeah, I know I have a 100% buff, but I have no books read, for example. Stick. Should drink something again soon. This is again managed forestry rather than the field. What I think I'm going to do is go along the edge of the field. We'll get a bit of both then. Log. Stick. Broken. That's up one. Sugar beets. Fuck. Search radius 8.9. I think the highest I've seen previously was like 3. Yes, I want the sage. Give me the sage. It's just for the stick. It's interested in that. It seems to be a fairly straight shot south, so we'll take this line. Blood spatters, that means there might be zombies around. It's going to be tearing my trousers up. Unidentified. Unidentified. Oh no, those are rose hips. Were these ones also rose hips? No, those were actually unidentified. Where are you? South of Louisville or something? I have no idea where I am. I don't want to know either. But I think so. From the little bits I know about the game, I think I am. Like, I can show you what I've discovered so far. So this is Knob Creek here. I'm fairly sure of that. I thought I'd started in Brandenburg, but actually I didn't. There was, in the starting list, there's a scroll bar, and I'm in one of the bottom ones on the scroll bar list. But I don't remember the name of the town. But we're set up base in this petrol station here. To be extremely helpful, Kentucky. That's the kind of spoiler I like. Alright, we are getting properly hungry now. And yeah, weight's down to 74, so that is becoming more critical. Hence the big foraging run right now. I don't have a fridge, so I shouldn't do too much. I'll be able to store it. This also just gives me an idea of what's out here. What is that? Electric substation or something. That looks like another village over there. Or else it's just a part of Knob Creek, which I suspect is probably the case. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep to this side of this fence. That's a lot of things we're just finding. Mushroom, mushroom, spinach, and turnips. branch. Unknown berries. Basil. One of the best herbs. Thirsty again. A heavy chain link. Okay. Snail. The substations can contain electrical books. They are worth breaking into. Interesting. Yeah, I should probably do another loot run at some point. I'm really tempted to go up to the self-storage, see if I can find a generator up there. The other thing I really need to do, though, is replace the bonnet of my car, because that thing is almost broken. That's a sign. It's like, what's that doing in the middle of the road? It's not. It's above it. Ooh, cabbage. I like cabbage. One of the best survival foods I've found. Twigs. Teeth. No, I'm actually going to pick the twigs up this time. Because it'll allow me to start my fire. Rosemary. That's just a slug. Yeah, so close to getting level 8. Mission bonuses. Animals, berries, mushrooms, medical plants, wild herbs, trash. I'm really good at finding trash for some reason. Junk, packaged food, medical items. Medical plants being second. Am I even able to find those? Okay. Interesting. Not sure I'm able to use them, because I don't have the ability to make poultices. Although I guess technically medical plants would include things like lemongrass, which allows you to eat allows you to eat unidentified berries, basically, because it reduces the effects of food poisoning. Unidentified mushrooms are probably too dangerous. Those will just straight up kill you. And here's that random wilderness fence again. Last time we went to the north of it, so this time we'll go south. What is it? What is it? More bugs. Bugger. Where are we? Oh, we're way over here. I need to go that direction, so this way. Alright, through the woods it is. Back into Y mode. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh no, soybeans. Just looked up the usage of heavy chain in Zomboid, and the only thing that came up starting a fire when you microwave it. Actually, thinking about it, I would have expected it to be used for, like, towing vehicles. But that doesn't require anything. Maybe it will in the future. These trousers are going to be absolutely ruined. branch? You sent me through the underbrush to find a branch? In a forest? Gah. But wasn't only a single link of a chain you found? Yeah. And I'm assuming that a single link of a chain can be combined with other chain links to make a chain. Or maybe extended or something, I don't know. Though I don't think it tracks how long it is. I'm finding a lot of branches here. Alright, I need to know how bad are my trousers. Actually, not very. They just have one hole. Man, there's a lot of undergrowth in this thing. Oh, that's... whoops. That's worth getting. That's a turnip. That's the road leading down to Knob Creek. Just south and... finally a bell pepper. I was kind of hoping to find some, like, potatoes or tomatoes or something like that. I mean, the turnips have been good. I'm quite happy with that find. Flake, not found interested. A dead bird. How dead? Stale. Yeah, good enough. We need to work out how to do butchering. Again, as long as it's not the main ingredient in a food, you can use stale. Something I wish I'd known a little bit earlier because I threw out most of my stale food. Level 8 foraging. .58 search radius now. Is there another nodule? Oh, that's smooth flat stone. Those things are heavy as hell, so we'll leave it. This is the church. Be next to the road. I'm just going to be finding stones. Here's the end of that creek. Thanks. Small leak. Don't mind if I do. Some more leak. Don't mind if I do. Oh, we're almost home. Nice. Basically just go across the road when it's finished curving. So this is probably the kind of area where I should probably put some traps. Easy for me to access, but still pretty dense forest. Farmland forest. The hell is a farmland forest? Vegetables are still extremely rare, so are fruit. Firewood, other. Berries are rare, mushrooms are rare. Wild plants are rare. Orchard, yeah, I guess could be. Yeah, that would make the most sense, wouldn't it? Either that or it's just a really overgrown forest. Really overgrown forest. Alright. We're home. Home sweet home. So now we're about to try some butchering, which I do actually have a book on. Nice. See what we can do with this bird. We're thirsty, we're hungry. It's 8 o'clock. Good time to get home. 8 o'clock, 1800, 6 o'clock. The window's not ported. To fix that. Okay, find me the dead bird. Butcher small animal. Requires hunting knife. I have hunting knife. Small bird meat, stale uncooked. That leather coat is 1. That's fine. I'll just pick it up anyway. And yeah, we got loads of seeds. I mean, seeds have actually been really easy to find. I've just been chucking those all in this big box. Whether I'm actually ever going to bother with agriculture, I don't know. Because I'm so good at foraging. But we have the capacity for it. Oh wow, my clothing took an absolute beating. Good way to train tailoring. Alright, so, we need to cook something up. Water pots are in here. Do I have any actual pots left? Did you get filled? Yes. Wait, that was a bucket. No, I don't want to hold the bucket. I want these. Okay. Don't actually put it in the bag. Shows you how much food you can carry. Haven't used any space up. Alright, so we want to do a stew. And we're going to use cabbage. We'll just do this one completely first of all. So we'll do kale. We'll add, if I can find it, bird meat. Soybeans. Cauliflower. Onion. Sage. 38 food. Or nutrition, rather. Rosemary. Garlic. Basil. Parsley. And don't forget, I do in fact have more. I'll come over here. I have all my dry food, like salt. And pepper. And margarine. Let's do lard. Alright, so that stew has maximum unhappiness reduction. But it is only a minus 38 hunger reduction, which for a stew is kind of low. Cauliflower. Soybeans. Good. Daikon. Turnip. Carrots. Garlic. Rosemary. Parsley. Basil. Sage. Come back over here. Pepper. I don't need the pepper, and I'm a little short on pepper supplies. Salt. Lard. That'll do. Both of those on the barbecue. Light the fire with tiff twigs. Alright, well that's cooking up. I'm going to go and retrieve my bag, my book, so I can read it while I'm cooking. Screwdriver too. And then I should actually put all of the food in my fresh food cabinet. So that's basically all of you. Glass is a material. Tobacco is a tool. Tobacco can be dried, but it needs a plant drying rack. Flax also needs a drying rack. So I have a feeling that both of those are probably just going to go off. Because I do not in fact have a drying rack. Although that does beg the question, what do I need for it? Large plant drying rack. Carpentry 1. Oh, I can make it. Long stick, twine, hammer, saw, nails. Yeah, that's definitely doable. But right now I need to concentrate on my reading. So maybe we do that tomorrow, try to set up some of the production stuff. Looks like the firewood's starting to sprout. It does a bit, doesn't it? That's just the icon tree branches. Alright, so... Ooh, wow, that went up to a minus 49 when it was cooked. That's actually pretty decent. Let's eat half of it. Might actually end up eating the whole thing, considering how hungry and thirsty we are. Yep. You know what, let's eat half of the other one. We are still thirsty. That's actually okay. One pot there. One pot there. Because I have some ways of dealing with that. Let's crack open a beer. Oh. I won't. What I will do though is boil these two. Because I know the fire's still going. It is not forgotten. Hours. Man, we've used 2 hours already. Saucepan goes back on the floor. Bucket goes back into my water supply. I probably should have finished these actually, rather than having 3 half-full ones, because then I could put the tubs back outside and get them recharging again. Anyway, that is basically today done. So we just spent the day foraging, but I would say that was a pretty good get. I mean, the more stuff that we're adding to our cooking pot, the higher our cooking skill goes. So the fact that we have so many seasonings is actually really good. It's getting kind of dirty in here. Oh well. We should do health, exercise, burpees. Because we need that regularity. Super fast. Well done. And then we sleep. And tomorrow I think we'll repair our kit. Just got a message. Sorry, I need to respond to this, making plans. But I am leaving after the stream. So we're doing a full stream, but I will not be doing the evening stream. Here's how this is turning out. I need a map of Stockholm to tell people where to go. Where are they staying? But I'm just going to put myself on break for a second. So if you need to stretch your legs, do what you got to do. This is going to be an opportunity to do so. We'll take like 3-4 minutes while I go and send messages to people and probably refresh my drinks. And then we shall resume. So let's give it 5 minutes. And I'll roll an advert while I'm not here. So we'll restart at 54. Back soon. Alright, I am back. Oh, I'm in a good mood now. I'm meeting up with Quill 18 later. Ah, lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, so, what are we doing? Did I leave the game on pause? Fuck, I think I might have. Yeah, otherwise why would it be 10 past 3 in the morning? I am not... No, it can't have been that quick. It's been 5 minutes. Maybe more like 7, but still. That was really dangerous. Alright, let's... now I'm paused, so I can't move things around. Let's wear the hiking backpack. Let's wear the bandolier. On front. On back. Okay, so no, it can't have been. We're only slightly thirsty. If it was actually legitimately... How is it 10 past 3 in the morning? We didn't go to bed early. We're not tired, so we've clearly slept. I think we literally just woke up at 10 past 3. Usually if you do this and you're like tense or something. But we're not. We're not going to be able to read or anything because it's too dark still. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit on the bed until it gets light enough to actually do something interesting. You woke up around 3 before the break. Huh. So we got 5 hours of sleep. Man, this character is going to be ruined for today. That's a good thing I don't have anything particularly big planned. We're chilly and we're thirsty. Okay, well at least I did pause. That was the main thing I was concerned about. It is too dark. Huzzah! I'm going to stay here and I'm just going to read. Nope, still too dark. No. Until, say, 6. Gunned Down! Thank you very much for the 16-month primary subscription. Very much appreciate the ongoing support. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Daka, daka, daka. Speed things up a little. 540, 550, that'll do. Alright, let's go have some soup. Let's go and get those all cleaned. Actually, that's one thing we should probably do is double check to see how much denim rags we have. How many? I have a feeling we ran out. I have a very strong feeling that we ran out, so maybe that's what we do today, is we're going to get some of those denim rags washed. We know where the creek is actually really close to the base. First of all, we'll get food, though. $24, $9, $18. So I think we're going to just straight up drink all of the 9 and the 18. We'll leave the 24 for dinner. That's that one. This one as well. Right, that is all of that done, so let's go... What's on the floor here? Bath towel.
Huzzah!
I'm going to pick these up. There's also a bunch of stuff on the floor here. There's a bunch of stuff on the floor here, including a laundry bag with a whole bunch of other things in it. Oh, that's on top of that. I see. No, can I just put these in the laundry bag? Yes. Capacity 20, encumbrance 50. It's actually quite big. The encumbrance reduction isn't the best. Yeah, there we go. Now the floor at least is cleared. We're going to put the pots outside. So if it does rain, then they can collect some water. Did I refill my canteen? I didn't. I should. While it's safe to do so. New fluid transfer to... Canteen. Cancel. Put canteen back in rucksack. Put bucket back in here. Good. Right, let's go gather up the goodies. Oh, I should also put these away. Oh, right, and I was also going to make stuff. You know, I'm going to just stick these in the middle of the floor here. So I remember... Hey, Mordred, you've got some other stuff to do. Okay, grab these. That's a whole lot of stuff that's dirty. Those boots are not. I think I just was too lazy to put them away. Those shorts are also not dirty. And I know that there was actually a pair of jeans in the laundry bag, which I should probably also pinch. Are we full already? Man, we are. Huh. I mean, yeah, we have quite a lot of stuff. Okay, that's fine. What we have got is a garbage bag, which I'll put into my secondary. We'll see how much else we can carry. Really don't want to make 2 journeys if I can avoid it. We are heavily overburdened. There's 2 items. Do you know what? I'll just do this. Because most of this stuff's going to be coming home as rags anyway. In fact, I should probably just do that. So I'm just going to head down to the kitchen to where my knives are. I'm just going to cut most of this stuff off. Because it's also a lot quicker cleaning them if they're rags. And I have so much army gear or hunting gear that I don't really need like jean stuff anymore. I know there's a bunch of knives in here, so if I do this, oh no, it has to be the jeans. Denim. Why can't I shred you? This might take a second. Maybe you've done this better with it all on the floor still. Okay, so you are using my hunting knife. That's okay, I do have more than one. Leather jacket, cover you up. Those denim shorts were cut up. You did almost none of them. Come on. Part of the problem is you are, carrying all of that stuff in your own personal inventory right now. Right, how about we grab all of these and put them in here. And grab all of these, put them in here. Okay. Okay. We actually have a number of pieces here which don't actually need cleaning. I am thirsty again. So if I grab you, and then I just do this, turn it off again, and put it back in again. There we go. Job's done. Right, so I'm still carrying bath towel, which I was going to see if I can throw in this bag here. I should be able to. And you do indeed have some long shorts in here, but you know what? I'm just going to keep this as kind of a secondary clothing set in case I ever need it. And all of the items which are already apparently clean, we'll just leave here. Don't need to carry them around. Just had a near death. Some Zeds hit me a few times. Does not seem lethal though. I hope I can just rest and fix myself up. Fingers crossed. Alright, let's put these in here. These. Yeah, I was definitely out of denim. Alright, then everything else needs washing. I'm not going to bother bringing soap. I don't really see any reason to. Long socks, I can... yeah, it's fine. Now that I've massively reduced how much I'm carrying, can I just put this in here? Yes. And unequip. Put a garbage bag back into one of these, and Bob's your uncle. Oh, I'm still carrying all of this though. Including some more non-dirty pieces. It's fine. We'll make it work. No, we're not going to run. Do I want to do foraging while I'm going? Nah, it's really not that far. I'm going to run. It's not stabilize the weight though, annoyingly. Anyway, Grand Misa Funk coming in with a 93-month resubscription. Thank you very much for the ongoing support there, Grand Misa Funk. Nothing better than start the day with 2 whole pots of stew. Now time to hike. It's hiking time. It's a raccoon. Aw. I think that's the first animal we've actually seen in this game. I do have a gun with me. I could have tried to hunt it. Right, all clothing. Oh shoot. You know what? Don't need that. Pause. I'm gonna put all of this just on the floor. Because he can't actually wash it while it's in his bag, which is very annoying. Hopefully you can while it's on the floor there. Let's try this. Water source wash. Has to be on them. Gah! All bandages. Go. Right, let's chuck those in here. Right, and watch everything else. These two can go in there. So can the rags. So I'm still carrying bandages separately. And then clothing. And then backpack. And then self. Okay, that went quite well. Don't run back, we're trying to save calories. Just take a nice, delightful little mid-afternoon stroll. As much as I do really want to train up my running and fitness. The fitness is going to have to be achieved through the daily burpees. And then we can do some tailoring to fix the various holes and make sure everything's fully patched up. I think things were previously. At least I hope so. Alright, then here. I'm going to go to this. I'm going to pick up the needle and thread. Might well need more thread. And then clothing, we're just going to go inspect. You seem fine. Oops. Inspect. There's a hole. Patch it up with denim strip. Inspect 2 holes. Patch all the holes. And this has not been upgraded, so we should probably do that. And this one. They had no protection whatsoever. I guess because it's just a t-shirt, not a shirt. Oh, interesting. I don't think you can be upgraded. And you're just using denim strips, even though you're leather. That's fine. Hiking boots are actually pretty much brand new. Alright. That's all the repairs done, so let's put the needle and thread back. In fact, we're out of thread. And now comes the challenge of seeing where the bloody needle is. Let's start the side. That's fine. And then we need thread. It's going to be so nice we can actually pick thread out of the rags. There we go. Okay, those have been put down. I still have a couple of things I need to put away, like, you know, all of the denim strips. Don't you need to dry all the items I just did? Not really, because I'm not wearing them. I'm just going to be putting them in the wardrobe upstairs and then they just dry naturally in there. So in this one, I think I'm just going to put the boots and the socks. And these boots and this jacket. Done. Leave that door open. So I can actually find it in the night. I've had that problem more than once. And then we have the large knife and the letter opener, which we should put away in the toolboxes down here. Now, I do need a hammer. I do need nails. Because we're going to try and make the drying rack for the plants. These need long sticks, twine, and a saw. Long sticks might be a challenge. Let's actually double check our wood supply. We have 13. Let's get to work on carving those. All of them, not just one. Cheeky. You're going to do it one at a time. Wish you could say, do this 4 times, do this 5 times. There's basically no reason not to make these into long sticks. Is this solo or multiplayer? No, this is solo. Hang on, can I do it through this? Yes. Yes, I can. Much easier. Almost certainly going to need to sharpen my knife after this. Actually, this is kind of killing the condition too. Alright, we got the long sticks. I still need to pick up some twine. I should have a decent amount of. here. Oh yeah. Let's grab you and you. I got the hammer. Is there anything else I need? Saw. Do I not have like a one saw somewhere? I think, yes I do. Use that. Alright, then the question is, where do I put this? Probably over here. Seems like a good area for this. So we'll go building. Are you saying I don't have enough twine? I think that is exactly what you're saying. Huh. Four more bundles. There we go, now it's lit up. Getting drowsy, 5 PM. Considering you woke up at, what was it, 4 AM? I'm not that surprised. Yes, I'm going to be able to build both of these. So let's put the plant... Oh wow, these things are huge. Here. And then the... That break my saw. Yep. Damn it! Well, while I'm here, I may as well pick up the leaves, because we can now start those drying. And then that second saw was in here, I want to say. Yep. And then the broken saw. Need to decide what I want to do with broken stuff. So, like, the saw can eventually be smelted down, I'm assuming. Great. And building, I want to make a large leather drying rack. Just leave a space between them. Drying rack. You need 20? Can't you just do them like one at a time? Oh, it's not hemp, it's flax. Aha. That looks like there's way more than there actually is. Are you seriously telling me that you can only do one item at a time? And it takes 2 whole days? Huh. Interesting. Oh no, I can do those. Okay, good. Alright, so we have that stuff now drying. So, yay! Progress! You back. Although... I certainly would need to cut more wood if I wanted to do anything else, and I don't want to do that while I'm so tired and hungry and stuff. I really need to get my character weight sorted out. Still 74, but it's still going down. Irritatingly. Oh, we're still okay. Stuff recycling. Actually, they both are. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make this the actual tool weapon chest, and then I'm going to have the other tools in the adjacent one. This will make sense in a second. Then in here, anything which is a tool, we can take out and put... Ah. Wait, did I do that the wrong way around? I 100% did that the wrong way around. Because it's the tool weapons out here I want to take, leaving just the tools. And then this way we have a better stack up so we can see precisely what we have. That's a tool weapon. And that's just straight up a weapon. Hunting knife is definitely a tool weapon. I don't know why that one's flagged, it's just a weapon. Cool. Hacksaw does have condition, so do you, so do you. Those all have condition. And these all should have a condition anyway, because they're weapons. Saw is a tool, so it goes in here. And you know what? We're never going to need that much space for vehicle maintenance. That's going to be vehicle maintenance and broken stuff. Long sticks are technically materials. So is twine. I was carrying the empty pot. I thought I was. I'm still thirsty. So, let's grab you, turn on auto drink because you'll automatically take what you need from it, turn it off again, put it back so you don't use water randomly out of the pots when I grab them. We still have plenty of water there, so we can make more stuff if we need to. We are tired, so I think until 9:30-ish we will just read. In the meantime, I will have... Right, I never cracked open my beer yesterday. Nice. Brewing. That's another thing that could be quite nice in this. Okay, a lot of my downstairs windows are not boarded up yet. Spotted another one. So maybe... No, don't. Not yet. Maybe that's what we do tomorrow. We'll just lounge around in bed and read my book on maintenance. Which we may actually end up finishing. We will finish. Huh. Okay. Thankfully my bookcases are up here. So the books that I've read... I've been putting in here. No, that's not it. That's the one. Which is full. That's literature. I think what I might do is any books which are just duplicates. I'm just going to grab them. Including duplicates of books I have in fact read. I think I'm just going to throw those away. As much as it hurts my soul to be throwing books away. Mechanics. Tracking 1. Maintenance 1. Yeah, okay. Oh yes, burpees, I know. That's why I was going to read until 9:30, and then burpees from then. Could also use these to start fires. But somehow I think that feels even worse. Now we do have you. What's in here? Literature. Are these books that I picked up from my old base or something? I'm hungry again. And yeah, you are now full. So I'm going to take the paperbacks out. Because those tend to be the biggest. And then maybe... That's 5.3. No, I'm still going to need to keep you full of those. Don't know why I'm being quite so pedantic, but yeah. Right. It is later than I'd intended. There's a random pair of shoes on the floor. Which should be in here. Then we go to health, exercise, burpees. Let's go! Nicely done. Even though I've been doing it, I'm fairly sure I've missed maybe a day in the 1 month, 8 days that we've been doing this. But we're still not at full regularity. Don't let something like a zombie apocalypse come between a nerd and his comics collection. Exactly! 6 a.m. Very thirsty. Better. I'm going to listen to you. Kind of wish I had a second radio down in the kitchen so I could do food preparation. What's in here again? Oh, it's more literature. Yes, and I can carry that. I really do need to get another bookshelf, maybe even 2. That was a scream! Crikey! The lungs on that person. Okay, and then unequip you. Oh, right, I need to wear you. Wear you. Wear back. Front. I do have a spare garbage bag, but this means I can actually have one in each hand, which seems fine to me. So I was waiting here until the top of the hour so I could see what the radio was saying, just in case activity detected, though I doubt that there will be. Power grid blackout. Where are that? Something activity in sector, but that is not air activity. Average temperature maximum 73. 44 humidity is quite high. Periodical cloud. Start of the afternoon expecting showers and or heavy rain. Tomorrow 79. Much less humidity, probably because of the rain. Periodical cloud. Light fog. End of morning expecting showers or heavy rain. That's where it would say air activity detected, so... Good. We're safe. Right, let's get something to eat. I'll do a soup this time. It didn't rain, so we're going to grab 2 of these empty pots. Grab water bucket, fluid, transfer fluid, pouring from bucket to pot. Put the bucket away, half full, that's fine. Okay, what are we going to put in this? So this time I think we'll start with a soup. We'll go with cauliflower soup. And... carrot soup. You know what, we'll finish up the carrot soup first, as I'm making it. Soup, soybeans, oh those are dried. Oh, you can dry soybeans, that's interesting. Be using stale stuff first, that was a mistake. The food quality of this is atrocious. 14 hunger. Funny, happiness reduction though is maximum. I'll add some salt to both of them. Some lard. $21 and $17. I mean, this is pre-cooking, so maybe that just makes it a lot worse. We'll see if it goes up. Still 2 hours left. I think it takes like an hour and 15 minutes to cook. Ish. Back to while that's cooking, I think what I'm gonna do is go onto the barbecue. Start feeding twigs in. Actually, let me just say all, and then just not do all. Because I still need them to light the barbecue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'll do. Good-o. How are we doing on the cooking? It's taken a while. I can get another book. I think today I need to work out how to set up traps. I think I need to get a source of meat, not just veggies. Book. I'm here for the books. So agriculture 1, animal care 1, blacksmithing, butchering 2, glassmaking maintenance 2, pottery 1, tracking 1, tracking 2, trapping 2. Do I have mechanics 1? Yes. I think maybe first aid 2. Oops. Because that one I've actually maxed out. I think having more first aid skill is basically always a good thing. In case of the worst. Oh, it's actually almost done. Well, we can read a few pages. Put out the fire. Grab the food. There's 3 pages. Nice. Okay. 22 and 27. So yes, cooking it definitely made that go up. We'll eat the whole 27. Still only 27 food. That's like half a normal dish. But this way we at least have the pot available. Not what I meant, but it will do. Cool. I was going to look at traps. Is it not a building? Is it crafting? It is. So I know the crate trap requires no skills. We can actually do snare trap, because we do have trapping 1. Right? Yes. So a saw, plank, and twine. I don't know that we have any planks. In fact, I'm fairly sure we don't. Ah, I didn't want to go cutting trees down. I kind of have to. Water bucket. Enable. Disable. Put back. Alright, let's find an axe. Oh, I actually left a saw out here. I apparently did not. Right, axes are definitely double down as tools. There's a hatchet. Oh, we have a hand axe too. That's mostly the handle condition. This is just generally in bad shape, so we'll use you. Alright, so the trees that we're cutting down at the moment are the ones over there on the left. I also need to replace that bonnet with mechanics at some point. Basically tear this car down. And maybe go get some more. Oh, I have loads of logs. I just never sawed them. So what I really need is a saw. Which is a tool. I'm in pain, but I'm assuming that's because of the muscle strain. That's fine. You made it, lucky you, however, not had a pot to pick up. Cooking's becoming an issue. Always the small things. Yeah, I've been extraordinarily lucky with finding pots, thankfully. Not cutting trees down, cutting logs. And there's also a bunch more saplings and stuff out here too. Oh, let's shift these around first. Hello? Thank you. We'll just do some slow, calm moving of stuff. Because I'm still losing weight. You know what? New wood pile. I'm going to put a wood pile right here. Are we? No. Want to keep the wood piles close to where I do crafting stuff. Although I could actually do with a flat surface out here. And then the actual wood supplies. I mean, I'm kind of turning this area into a crafting area. There for now. I'm just aware that this is going to get full very quickly because it seems to be able to hold 150 maximum. And turns out, wood's kind of bulky. I know, shocking. what I can do is I can make one of those over there. Or I could move this one over there. Because that counts as a flat surface. That's what it's for. That's the thing I could not make, or one of the things I could not make in my Wasteland game. Wilderness game, rather. Oh, this is where I chucked all the rotten berries and things I couldn't use. I had forgotten. I mean, technically what I should do is make a crate inside and store all of this in the crate, but the crate will fill up so quickly. Getting thirsty, because of course we are. But I'm trying to keep things low intensity and still get things done. There's at least one on the other side that needs blocking. And preferably all before the next helicopter. I wonder if it's possible to block these up. Probably not. Windows are too big. It would seem that a hatchet head broke here, apparently. I was putting broken stuff in with the car maintenance, yes. I'd forgotten just how many trees we blitzed down over on that side. Quite a few, it turns out. So I actually made a cudgel out of one of the big branches yesterday and put spikes on it. The thing hits like an absolute truck. You can basically two-shot zombies with very little skill. It tires you out so quickly, and the swing is so incredibly slow that if you're fighting more than like one at a time, they will probably overwhelm you. But I am kind of curious how that weapon will work if you have higher strength and higher long blunt weapon skill. Because that character had same strength as this one, so 5, and 2 long blunt. I've apparently done a lot better job of fighting stuff with that character than this one. He's got several skills, including maintenance 1 already. But I think that's because of the crowbar. Noob here, I wonder if there are wheelbarrows or similar to be found that might be helpful for repetitive tasks. I don't think so. But I know they have wheels, which is why I was checking. But it's stone wheels for grinding. But a wheelbarrow would really make sense. But no, unfortunately. Because, yeah, it is a bit of a problem transporting wood. Because it's so incredibly heavy. Or just being able to find, like, a forklift in the world. I think that would become the most used vehicle if there was a forklift. How many saplings do we still have out here? 1, 2... Oh, there's a bunch of them, actually. Cool. Saplings seem to be a high demand resource. Or a pickup. Pickup trucks do exist. Those are out there. But I mean forklifts because they're usually smaller and more compact. So you might be able to use them inside. Maybe not in like a house, but in a warehouse you could. And I do have my van, so I do have higher capacity, although that van has a lot of seats rather than van capacity. It's more of a minibus, which is a little unfortunate. It'd be kind of cool if you could tear the chairs out. Actually, I wonder if you can. Thirsty. So another sip from the bucket of water. Too big to drink from. Watch me. See, I drank from it. No, 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 no. So you can uninstall them. I don't need a screwdriver. It's needed to change the bonnet. I'm going to steal this bonnet and put it on there. Need a wrench. Recommended skill mechanics 3. Chance of success 35% only. High chance of damage. So what I should probably do is start tearing everything else off of this car. And then leave the important stuff until last. Or what I should probably do is jump in the car, head out into the wilderness, and then just go out with a wrench and go to town. But I think it's a noisy job. And I think it's also quite tiring. Here comes the rain. What is it required to make a... Oops. Carpentry 3. Otherwise I can do it. Level 3 for ring collectors 2. I mean, I have level 2.5. Building these, I think, gave me some carpentry as well. I wonder if it raining is going to make you take longer now. Yes, paused while worked. Interesting. Alright, so we've dropped off more than enough resources down here, including a bunch of saplings. So I needed planks, which needs the saw, which I think I'm still carrying this whole time. I've been carrying the saw. So I'm just going to cut some planks. I thought I'm going to grab a hammer. No window there. So this window needs boarding. Probably just a 2. That needs a 4. That needs a 4. Yeah, because that's my blight window. So 4, 8, 12 boards still needed. We have some work to do. For which I need a claw hammer. 2. It's going to weigh me down, but never mind. And gonna need some nails. That's fine. And we're getting hungry, because of course we are. That's fine. We'll get hungry. Ah, we're down to 73! Stop it! Remember when we got up to like 80? Oh, those were the days. Alright, no. If I go into the crafting menu, I can saw logs and I can do the maximum from here, rather than doing them one at a time. Much better! It was quite a bit of crafting. Am I carrying all of that? Yes. So be it. Ironically, rabbits are a great source of gaining weight in Zomboid, even though IRL they don't. Interesting. Right, that's what I was trying to make, was traps. I keep on getting distracted. I'm going to do the defences first, because helicopters are still a thing. So I don't think we have anything to board up here. All of that stuff's done. I'm going to board this one up a full 4. One, 2, 3. Am I on Apocalypse or Extinction Apocalypse? I'm Apocalypse, but I've turned transmission off because I don't like a single mistake ending a run. But I can still be attacked by multiple zombies, and to offset that, helicopter's now set to sometimes rather than never. Oh, sorry, rather than once. There's carpentry 3. So we can now actually make water containers. And this one wants 2, because this is a light-giving window. Power and water are off already. Alright, that's all of the fortification we're going to get from you. We've still got 2 planks left. That did not kill my hammer. That's interesting. Yeah, you can blockade these. That's interesting. You can have this kind of a secondary base. I was thinking of building like a bridge over to it or something. Build a platform up here. Cool. So I don't want to do that, but what I do want to do is make some snare traps. Needs twine. Okay. Ah. Let me out! Take 2 of the planks that I have, though I can always get more planks. Now, are you going to see the twine in the boxes? Yes, you are. Excuse me. And I'm assuming that this is going to be better than the crate trap. If you've left zombie respawn off, I have not. Zombie respawn is definitely on. I think the best is having low infection chances for anything but bites and a high chance but not certainty for a bite, like 75%. Yeah, probably. I just like the ability to actually fight zombies rather than being terrified of like getting into a scrap. But if you make bad decisions and get overwhelmed, then that's completely legit. That's on you. But a zombie getting a lucky strike in and then ending a game, yeah, I just don't like that. I don't find that fun. At least respawn is base apocalypse, isn't it? Migration certainly on. How heavy are these? How do they work? I'm going to place one out here just because I'm curious of though. I do visit this one from time to time, but we're going to put one right there. It's probably a bit too close to where we live. Move trap. Now, do you need to prime it with... I'm actually going to look this up. How do traps work? Project Zomboid. Traps can break or trigger without trapping an animal inside, so check them often. Traps will not catch anything while the player is within 80 tiles of them. Okay, I'm almost certainly going to be within 80, most likely. Unless I'm out foraging or something, in which case I'm not. I should probably move it though. If playing with a map enabled, the simplest method to load the map, zoom in all of the way, mark your location using something like a dot from exclamation mark, then close the map and use the walk to function to walk 10 tiles in the direction you plan to set up your traps. Oh, that's way too... Nah. Zombies are attracted to traps with animals in them, similarly to response generators. Due to a patched exploit, traps cannot be placed near walls or windows. Traps tick in every hour, in-game hour, to check if the animal is caught, if the bait is lost, if the trap is destroyed. So it does need bait. What bait, though? And it does need fresh bait. Yeah, I do have mouse traps somewhere, I think. They might still be in the other base. Alright, snare trap. Medium-sized trap used by novice trappers, used to catch squirrels, raccoons, and rabbits. Crate trap. Also squirrels, raccoons, and rabbits. They have the same chance of catching stuff. And what's the point of the snare trap? Except for the fact that it's just lighter. Then the mouse trap can catch mice and rats, which the other traps can't. That's interesting. Stick trap can catch birds. Bait vary in attractiveness for different animals. Baiting a trap removes -5 hunger from the chosen bait, so baiting a trap may not consume the entire food item. If there's less than -5 remaining in the potential bait, cannot be used as bait. Only fresh or stale can be used. However, when eating fruit or veg, it needs to be fresh to be effective. You cannot use rotten. Caterpillars, millipedes, and slugs are never successful. So, yeah, no point picking those up. However, they are good for bird traps. Apple, banana, bell pepper, cabbage, carrot, corn, lettuce, peach, potato, and tomato are good for the mid-sized creatures. Alright, so this is a silly place to put this. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a couple more. Make like 5? So let's go ahead and saw these logs. I don't necessarily want to carry all those planks. In fact, we'll just hold them for now while I make this building. Oh, you can make chicken hutches. Yeah, there's a bunch of things here that we should probably look into at some point. I don't want to make crate traps. Am I out of twine again? I'm not out of twine, no. I just don't have it with me. We are thirsty, we are peckish, we're out of breath, because we are overburdened. Slightly. So much for not using any calories. But I'm doing this to get more calories, so I think it's time and effort well spent. Okay, then crafting. I would like to make... There's actually a lot of different things I can make now. Oil press, snare trap, that's the one I want. Tarp sling bag. Toolbox. Make me 3 more of those. Actually gives quite a lot of carpentry. Done. Okay, then materials. I'm going to put the planks in here. This is going to fill up so quickly. In here. But now I have some planks stashed away, so that's good. Might as well put the tools away. So the saw is a tool. The hammers go there. And the nails go in here. Alright, let's find some fresh food. See if I have any left. Stale works, just doesn't work as well. Oh, and I should eat as well. It probably means I should cook something too. Although it is currently raining and I do need that to replenish my stocks. I'm quite close to level 4 cooking. I wonder if I have the Cooking 3 book. Something to check. I'm still actually hungry. You know what? Just go ahead and polish that off and we'll put the pot outside while it's raining. Still thirsty. Oh. Might as well grab the bucket in that case. Which is in here. You. Fluid, enable, and I'm just going to take you outside and let you refill. It just stopped raining. He's like, no, he's getting greedy for water. Stop the rain. I have nothing that those animals would want. Well, Wibble. Do they have to be baited? Yeah, even the wiki says that crate traps, the ones that require no skills, are just better than the ones that do. Huh. Oh, they plan to actually update the recipes in Build 42. They just haven't done it yet. That's interesting. But as I don't have any bait, there's not really that much reason to do this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chuck these on the floor for now. As a reminder, hey, you need to go and set these up, and we'll do that tomorrow. In the meantime, I think tomorrow might have to be another foraging day. Foraging and trapping day. And then what I'm thinking is traps around here. Maybe down here. Do I have a garden? No. What I have is incredibly good foraging skills. So I just go out into the woods and find whatever I need whenever I need it. I think instead I'm going to read a book until the end of the evening. I should keep that shut. Technically, for safety. Oops. First aid 2, read until 9:30-ish. And now you know what time it is. It's burpee time! Let's go! Look at that regularity rising. That'll do. Alright, let's put my stuff on. It's really annoying that you remove this. You don't remove it for sleeping, you don't remove it for anything else. Except for some reason doing burpees. Or probably any exercise. Alright, and now we are going to sleep. Yes. Already getting thirsty. Not entirely sure the lower traps are better overall. I'm pretty sure the more advanced traps don't break as often. It's just the basic traps are easy to make if they break compared to the cost of advanced ones. Oh, fair enough. 5 AM. Very thirsty. We'll go get a drink then. I really need to break a hole between these two. So this one. You know what? Just bottled water. Done. Place. Just put that there as a reminder. Hey, you need to refill this. And then 5:20. I'm assuming. Oh no, I can read. till 6. Now I'm getting hungry, but there's not much I can do about that because we don't have food, which is why I really need to go foraging. Alright, book read. But that is unfortunately where I'm going to need to end it for today because I've got things going on this evening. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to hit that follow button to get notifications when I'm live again in the future, which will be tomorrow. I'm not going to be streaming anymore today. And also I did see the Tanks Duck tea. Thank you very much. Cheers. I do actually have some left, so it's going to be horrifically cold. I mean, it's still tea, so it tastes good. It's actually a really nice jasmine tea, that one. Which even cold works. Usually black teas don't. So, yes, thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to hit that follow button to get notifications when I am live again in the future, which, as I said, will be tomorrow, 12 PM Central European Time, where we shall play some more. If you have really enjoyed this and you want to support the channel, then please do consider subscribing. It helps the channel out, lets me do more of this kind of content if you're watching on the YubTubs at the moment. Also, consider subscribing. Helps the channel out. And you'll also get the notifications when I go live. If you've really... Wait, how did I spill my water? Is that just condensation? That might just be... Wow. Like a little pool of water on my coaster. What was I saying? Yes, thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this and you want to support the channel, then think of Patreon, which is patreon.com/MordredViking. I do have a Discord, which is where the community hangs out. They're a cool bunch. And it's always a pleasure seeing new faces there. Machio has just posted that over in the chat. And also you can find it if you're on the YubTubs in the description below. Otherwise, yeah, that's it for me. Thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you all later. Until then, bye-bye.